Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. So today's video, we're going to talk about what's really going on in NYC with the migrants. So I know a lot of you are hearing mixed things. I mean, so am I. Some of the things I'm actually seeing on Instagram and or Twitter. I was going to visit one of the hotels, but apparently they cleaned up a lot of it in the front. Anyway, not the point. The point is, guys, is that migrants they're doing a lot of damage to the hotels downtown. Migrants that are being sent here from Texas because of the whole invasion of the border, they're coming here to New York City. So when they come here to New York City, guys, they get off the bus at the Port Authority bus terminal downtown. It's around 42nd Street, or at 42nd Street, sorry. As they get off the bus, they go to an intake center or a process center, and they get processed. They're given a name, or not they're given a name, but they give their name to the processing desk, first, last, middle, whatever the fucking names they have, right? Juan Valdez. And then they get sent to a hotel. Once they get sent to a hotel, they're actually assigned a hotel to go to. They get to that hotel, they wait online. And once they get to the front desk, again, they have to give their names. And they're given all of these services and things that they can reach out for while they're here. And then they're assigned a room. They go upstairs, and then they proceed to fuck the shit out of the room. I'm pretty sure they're pissing on the walls and coming on the walls and all kinds of crazy shit. Because I'm going to get into why I say that now. We're gonna go over something that somebody who actually works for the New York City, he's an actual city employee. He was designated to work for or help migrants out. So the guy's name is Carlos Alaranos. This guy here. So he's supposedly a whistleblower. Listen, guys, when people tell me that they're a whistleblower, all I fucking hear is rat. That's it. Now, granted, guys, a whistleblower is somebody that whistleblows, rats people out, talks about some situation, and then the shit changes. But it doesn't happen anymore. Whistleblowers are just fucking, whatever. And granted, though, there are bad shit going on, and he's bringing it to light. No one really fucking cares. Now, before I get into what Carlos is saying, most hotels here in New York, guys, are full. But migrants are only using 50% of the hotels in the city, and those 50% are full, if not overrun. The other 50% of hotels are saying, no, we want nothing to do with this. Because they're seeing what's going on with NYC Road Hotel, or Road NYC, sorry, hotel. That's a hotel downtown around the 50s on 8th Avenue. This hotel is being overrun, and it's the greatest example of why you don't want illegal immigrants to go there. Now, I'll refer to them as migrants sometime, but I have to remind myself they are still illegal immigrants. They're not migrants. This calling them migrants makes them feel better. Fuck their feelings. But doesn't change the fact, guys, that they're also destroying a lot of the hotels. They're also destroying the neighborhoods that they congregate in, because they don't just stay in the rooms all day. They actually come outside and start acting like assholes. We're going to get into that a little bit. Now, Eric Adams, who's pleading for help from Biden, who's also blaming Biden for this disaster, who's also blaming the Texas governor for this disaster, earlier last year, or late last year rather, signed a $275 million deal to house and feed migrants. Migrants are costing the city $5 million a day. That's all of them together, not just at the Road NYC Hotel. All of them together. $5 million a day. The city has to be broke and in deficit, because how are you affording $5 million a day and providing all of these services for free? This is why parking tickets and everything else, guys, they're a lot more strict on. You used to be able to, I think, get up to $800 before they put a boot on your car. Now they're putting a boot on your car after like $200-300 because they want that money. Now, some people are cutting the boots off and all that other crazy shit, which I agree with. Fuck the city. Cut the boot off and get out of Dodge, because this city is now trying to hammer its citizens tax-wise and, fine-wise, so that it can go to fucking illegals who do not belong here. Now, Row NYC, that's the hotel that's housing the most illegal immigrants in the city. So keep in mind, guys, they're in hotels all over the city. That's Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, and even Staten Island. But Road NYC has the most illegal immigrants there. Now, Carlos Alaranos, the fat guy I just showed you, he works there trying to help them out, trying to situate them or whatever they need. They need a service, they need to be pointed in the right direction, whatever it is. He came out again as a whistleblower, aka Rat, and started talking about all the shit that's going on. So he is dismayed by the shit that he's looking at. He's like, this can't be happening, but it is. The city isn't doing anything about it. The city doesn't even know how to address it with all the shit that's going on. Instead, they're just throwing free shit at these people. They're like free fucking condoms, free food, free, what is it called? Metro cards, free Uber rides, free hospital visits, free. I wonder, man, if we working people are the biggest suckers to ever fucking live, because our tax dollars are paying for those fucking assholes. Meanwhile, homeless are also being mistreated as well. There was a situation where they were moving vets from a hotel to put illegals there. That wound up not being true, and there was actually no proof of it. I don't doubt that the city did it and try to cover it up, but as of right now, it's not true. Now, I brought up the processing or the process to get a hotel room once you come here to New York City. Another process that I failed to mention was the medical process. You have to go and be medically cleared, which is clear bullshit, but they're offering illegal immigrants to take the shot, the arm ticket. They're refusing it. According to this Carlos guy, most of them, if not all of them, are refusing the arm ticket. Imagine, and they still get to stay here. Meanwhile, I refused the arm ticket and I was forced to retire. Go figure that shit out. So anyway, guys, if they are sick, they get a free ride to the hospital. An Uber picks them up and takes them to the hospital if they are sick, for whatever diseases that these people carry around when they're down, Central and South America. Diseases are a little different, especially contagious diseases are different down there than it is here. A lot of it is curable. That's why they go to the hospital, they get squared away, and then they come back. Now, like I said, $5 million a day to feed and house immigrants. They're getting 3 meals a day. With the 3 meals a day, guys, it's unlimited. It's sort of like they gave them timetables. It was unlimited before, but then they started restricting the time down. I think it was like 7 to 10 or whatever it is, and then like 4 to 6 or 4 to 7. So they started giving them timetables that they can come in and get it, and then they have like a snack hour. All right, whatever. So now the Metro cards, so that they can ride around the city, they're giving out 200 to 300 free Metro cards a day. A day. I jumped the turnstile, which I haven't done in a while because I'm too fucking old to do it. If I was still young enough, I would absolutely be jumping the turnstile. I'm too old to be jumping over anybody's turnstile, and then if I fall and then break my back or my hip, forget about it. They're like, why is this fucking old man jumping a turnstile? Anyway, not the point. Point is, guys, that all of this tax-paying dollars, city tax-paying dollars, is going to this shit. So I can't wait to get the fuck out of here, because that's one less tax dollar that they're going to get from me. I mean, it's insane, guys. The amount of free shit these people are getting. They're also getting car seats, cribs, carriages. Some cases they're getting phones. Don't know who's paying for that account, but they're getting phones. And if you notice, guys, every last illegal immigrant coming across the border has a motherfucking phone on them. And it seems like it's a Samsung or an iPhone. It's like the only 2 phones they have. They don't even have burner phones. They have phones. So they come here crying poverty, and they get all of these free things. Now, New York City's giving them all this free shit. And when they want to leave New York City, they get a plane ticket or a train ticket or a bus ticket to leave. But they have to have a designation to go somewhere. They just can't go to a state and have at it. They have to have an actual destination and a place that's going to put them up, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I ran into a group of illegals. They were pretty cool. They left New York City. I ran into them in Texas, shooting the shit with them the best I can, because they were like from Peru or some shit like that. They were from South America, not Central. And, I was using Google Translate and going back and forth talking to them. And they were like, they want to work. They said there's no work in New York City. They said everything's too expensive. They don't want frios. The guy, and he didn't say frios. He goes, we don't want free shit. He says, we want to work and earn it. I was like, holy shit. Those are the kind of guys that you want in this country. But nonetheless, they left and they went down to Texas, and they went to various spots in Texas. So I don't know how they're doing, but, Godspeed. Those are the kind of people you want, not the freeloading motherfuckers who are sitting there draining the system, knowing they're draining the system, and then said, you know what, we'll bounce to somewhere else. They're like locusts, these people. That's what these people are. That's right, I said it. These people are like locusts. They're going around sucking cities dry, sucking resources dry, And it doesn't help that the city's giving it to them for free. So earlier, I mentioned that they were, pissing on the walls or pissing in a corner or coming all over the walls. Well, because they're destroying a lot of the rooms. They're leaving the rooms a mess. There's garbage all over the place. There's mold where there shouldn't be mold in a hotel room. So either A, they're letting their fucking beers spill all over the place, or B, they're pissing on the fucking walls, which I know these savages are doing because they're savages. You look at these rooms, they look like shit. Only savages live like that. They're also getting into fights. They're drinking all day, every day, because that's what they do. Kids as young as 10 were caught drinking. Parents are leaving kids alone in the hotel for up to a week by themselves. This is a problem. And these people are bringing their bullshit with them. They're like, we want a better life because they're treating us like shit. They're shooting us. They're beating us. They're whipping us. They're treating us like garbage, man. And that's, in Spanish. Anyway, they're treating us like garbage, man. And we come to New York and we treat the fucking city like shit because they're fucking pieces of shit. This is why we can't be the lifeboat of the world. We cannot take on every fucking immigrant that sits there and cries in front of the interviewer trying to get them into this country who's saying, it's so bad there, the cartel are raping. So the fuck be it. You better fucking fight. You better fucking turn your man muscles or get some man muscles and fucking fight. If they're fucking raping you, you better start fucking raping them. You know what I mean? Dildos and shit, not actual raping. But anyway, you know what I mean? You need to start fucking going back at it with the cartel. For the amount of people that are crossing the border, that's an army that can fight against the cartel or whatever injustice is going on in that country. But instead, they want to turn around, come here, spread their bullshit here. Their bullshit is carried here with them. They're not leaving it there. They're not leaving it behind. They're bringing it with them. There's even domestic violence there. Of course, guys are beating their wives. There was one case where a guy was beating his wife. She called the cops. The brother gets involved, punches her in the face for calling the cops. This is bad news. This is how their shit spreads. And they want shit for free. They're going into the local businesses in the area and they're stealing from them. They're stealing from these people. They're getting everything they want for free. In some cases, they're even getting cash. And they're going to these stores and stealing from these stores. And they feel entitled to it. Because when they get caught, they're sitting there fighting with the store owner instead of just going, you know what, we got caught, let's walk away. New York City's running out of cash. I think New York City ran out of cash. They're just not saying anything. $5 million a day for this bullshit? Now they're talking about tent cities and parks and tent cities and hangars at the JFK and LaGuardia. They were even asking Newark Airport if they could put some up there. I don't know what the result of that was, but still, these people are an infectious problem. If you go to their fucking country, if you go to the neighborhoods in their country, these are low-level shitbag people that are bringing their low-level shitbag crap with them here. And again, I could all but bet if you found out where these people lived, they lived like fucking animals down there. Because if you're a clean, respectful person, you're going to bring that attitude up here with you. You're going to adjust accordingly, and you're going to do what you need to be done, which some of these people are. I'm not saying that every last one of these people are savages, but the majority of them are. There are some people there who are trying to do the right thing. There's some people there who are just trying to get by, to live, to make sure they can get a home for their kids, put them in school, and do the right thing. There are some. But the majority of these people are the fucking savages that are making it bad for the rest of them. Like anything else in life. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.